This is the fifth episode of Second Lieutenant Emanuele Paul Agnello's flight log. He served as a bombardier with the 731st Bomb Squadron, 452nd Bomb Group. Today, we are diving into missions 21 through 25. If you haven't seen the earlier episodes yet, I highly recommend starting there. It gives much more context to what you are about to see. Spoiler alert: don't miss my research findings after his flight log entries. Now, let's get into his missions. Mission number 21, December 12th, 1944. Aircraft 4337807. Darmstadt, Germany. Locomotives Repair Yard. Cloud coverage, nil. Results, fair. Battle damage, nil. Bomb load, 34 100-pound general purpose, 2 500-pound incendiary bombs. Remarks: city left in smoke. 2 squadrons had it tough. They had formation trouble, thus in prop wash on bomb run. Rogue on bombardiers. One of these hit world's largest chemical plant by accident. Other squadron hit smack on our mean point of impact. Not a bad day. Mission number 22, December 18th, 1944. Aircraft 4337807. Mainz, Germany. Marshalling Yard. Cloud coverage, 10 tenths and plus. Results, unobserved. Battle damage, nil. Bomb load, 18 250-pound general purpose, 2 500-pound incendiary bombs. Remarks: maybe after 3 more missions, we may lose some of our best men. I hope they can go home after 25th mission. Wasn't bad. We were in clouds and haze most of the way and back. Someone else flew Ida Warner, and we another ship. Nothing new to report. Mission number 23, December 24th, 1944. Aircraft 448634. Darmstadt, Germany. Airfield. Visual 1. Results: poor to fair. Battle damage, major. Bomb load, 12 500-pound general purpose, Mark 12. Remarks: Xmas present for Hitler. The paper called this one. A lot of fellow received the wrong kind of a gift for Xmas Eve. It's a heck of time to die. We lost a few crews today. Max Browen killed today by negligence by the wheels. Tower wouldn't let him land on his first approach. He went around again, pleading with the tower that he had only enough gas for one more try. As he came around again, some bastard cut him out on the final approach. He pleaded with the tower to let him go on in any way, but no dice. As he gave her the gun to go around again, and to get over a house, the engines quit. His wing came down and caught a tree. That did it. Max Browen was one good boy, and this was the first time one of my closer friends got it. We also had our troubles, but we were lucky that everything came out okay in the end. 30 minutes past the battle lines, we caught a direct hit in number 2 nacelle, knocking out gas lines and tanks. We feathered number 2. I dropped my bombs at the bridge without a bump sight and hit about 100 yards over and into a railroad yard. Not bad, eh? We turned around and got back to the Belgian coast, and number 1 quit and began windmilling. Too late to back Brussels, so we had to go back to England. We began to salvo old guns, ammo and other equipment to lose weight. I'll kid you not when I tell you land was a beautiful sight to behold when it finally appeared. We hit an emergency landing field right on the nose. Joe made a nice 2-engine landing. Our field was closed in, so we had to spend the eve and Xmas dinner there. They treated us okay. We left by train and got here next morning. Mission number 24. January 2nd, 1945. Aircraft 43 37695. Trier, Germany. Marshalling Yard. Cloud coverage, nil. Results: A. Very good. B. Good. C. Poor. Battle damage, nil. Bomb load: 18 250 pounds general purpose, 2 M17 incendiary bombs. Remarks: never want to see another day. We were flying 3 on the lead of the low squadron. He received a direct hit in his left wing, and the ship broke up in little bits before my eyes. McDougall went down today. Captain Martin, command pilot, was with him. Today was the worst scare I ever got. Olsen, on his 34th mission, was killed. I was really shaken up when I got back. Saw 7 shoot from McDougall's ship. Hope they are all okay. 11 to go. Good results. Don't see bomb hits. Mission number 25. January 3rd, 1945. Aircraft 44 8602. Fulda, Germany. Marshalling Yard. Cloud coverage, 10 tenths. Results: unobserved. Battle damage, nil. Remarks: a very uneventful mission. Flak-free target. Like to have 10 more like this. A long haul. 9.5 hours. This entry was the last in Lieutenant Agnello's flight log. His name appears once more on a mission flown on January 5th, 1945, in aircraft 43 38356. The target was Hanau, Germany. After that, there is a gap. He is not listed on any crew load list again until January 17th. That day's target, Hamburg, Germany. It became his final mission. According to the pilot, Lieutenant Stock, the aircraft was hit by flak just after bombs away. Lieutenant Agnello didn't survive, but the rest of the crew and the B-17 returned safely to England. Now, a few more notes from me regarding the missions covered in this 5th episode. On his 22nd mission, when he mentioned someone else flew Ida Warner, the ship was flown by Lieutenant John K. Stockton and his crew. And this picture now on screen, showing B-17 44 8015 during bombs away, may have been taken by someone aboard Lieutenant Agnello's aircraft. Why do I think that? Just take a look at the formation chart. Ship 44 8015, flown by Lieutenant Robert S. Larson, was positioned here. To its left and slightly ahead flew the B-17 in which Lieutenant Agnello flew that day with Lieutenant Stock as pilot. What do you think? Max Boren, mentioned in the log for Mission 23, was a pilot of B-17 42 31368, ain't misbehaving the third. 6 men were killed in the crash. 3 survived. Further notes on his 24th mission. The ship that took the direct hit to the left wing was B-17 43 38921, flown by Captain Ralph R. Jones. The co-pilot, Second Lieutenant John E. Eberhard, was the only survivor of the crew. McDougall and Captain Martin were on board B-17 44-8201, Rosalie N. II. All became prisoners of war, except for Technical Sergeant Albin C. Martinek Jr. He was hit and wounded by flak just before bailing out. Crew members saw him leave the aircraft through the nose hatch. It was the last time they ever saw him. Second Lieutenant Laverne R. Olson was the navigator of the crew, led by Second Lieutenant William G. Welch, flying B-17 44-8602. The aircraft returned safely to base from the January 2nd mission. But on January 17th, the day Lieutenant Agnello was killed, ship 44-8602 failed to return. That day, it was flown by First Lieutenant Ira E. Smith and his crew. They made a forced landing in Sweden, and the entire crew was interned. This was the final episode of Lieutenant Agnello's flight log. One of thousands who didn't come back.